After a month of back-to-back hurricanes, U.S. employers went back to hiring, adding 261,000 workers in October for the 85th straight month of job growth. PNC Financial Services credits reconstruction and rebuilding efforts for boosting employment in manufacturing and construction.
Construction will remain strong with hurricane rebuilding, business and professional services, education and healthcare. We saw a rebound at restaurants. We've seen job losses there because of the storms that came back in October. So it's pretty broad-based.
And yet, despite a shrinking pool of workers, average hourly earnings, which rose 12 cents in September, fell by 1 cent last month.
Wages were basically flat in October. Some of that is due to storm impacts in the industrial mix. But more generally, I think wage growth remains disappointing. I do think that we will see stronger wage growth as the job market continues to tighten and as businesses find it more and more difficult to hire.
Worker shortages are already evident in the building and construction trades, according to the Associated General Contractors of America.
In the case of the construction firms, nearly half of them said they're spending money on overtime, which suggests both doing in-house training, nearly half the firms said they're doing that, and also using the experienced workers they have for longer hours, presumably because they have trouble filling positions.
With the national unemployment rate at 4.1%, Moody's Analytics says a shrinking labor pool could pose a challenge for future economic growth.
On labor force growth, we need more immigration, not less. The Trump administration doesn't seem to want to go down the path of boosting immigration. So I don't think the improvement in potential GDP growth will come from stronger labor force growth. It's likely going to have to come through stronger productivity growth.
But that's a longer-term concern. The U.S. economy is growing at an annual pace above 3%. Unemployment hasn't been this low since 2000, and consumer confidence just hit its highest level in almost 17 years. Mil Arcega for VOA News, Washington.